Hey guys, how's it going? Matthew here. And, you know, um, this month, I know it's December, but we're going to cut down our production. We're slowly wrapping up this channel. We're going to migrate over to a completely different channel altogether, which is currently in the works. So the plan is to downgrade this channel slowly. We're gonna start phasing this channel out. We're gonna move over to a completely different channel. Not so much about fountain pens and all this stuff. We're gonna migrate over to combining fountain pens, writing, and so on and so on, and just going over the writing process, how me and my crew, we go about producing all these different scenarios and whatnot. So that's just a heads up. If you're looking for an update on the book Reality Check, we will have an update come January 15th of 2026. There we will reveal exact details on how you can put in a pre-order for Reality Check and whatnot. So with all that set aside, let's get into something that that I've been kind of struggling with, and it's this pen right here. This is a Twsbi Eco with a broad nib, and the funny thing is, right from the get-go, so I inked it up with I think it's J. Herban, Nepal, and it's only been inked up with that ink. But right from the start, I quickly noticed that if I hold the pen in a certain way, now mind you, I'm left-handed, and that could play a role in how this pen is performing right now. But if I hold the pen a certain way, and I tend to roll the pen to the left, not to the right. So when I roll the pen to the left side, there's no ink flow on the left side. If I roll the pen to the right side, there's ink flow like crazy. And originally I thought, well, 4 fills of this pen so far, I thought, well, what if I had to clean it? So I did that, and crazy thing is, that idea came about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I gave the pen a good cleaning using a soft brushed toothbrush. And mind you, the dentist is great for handing those things out, so you don't even have to go waste money. Just go pay your dentist a visit, get one of those toothbrushes, Bob's your uncle. So then, still that same issue arose, and so then I started thinking, well, maybe the times aren't aligned. Well, checked it out through the loop. The times are aligned. So then my thought was, well, what else can I possibly do with this? So I filled it again because of a current project that's currently in the works right now. And I'm not one of those who will change up, use a different ink, because that just throws the entire project off, because yet it's not following the same course as the project was started in. So we've only used the same ink for this project, the entire team. It doesn't matter. We use the same ink all the way through. There's no questions asked about that. So then I thought, okay, well, I've got the wrench to pull this pen apart. So after this fill, my plan is take this pen right down, pull the piston, pull the nib, pull the feed, and just do a thorough cleaning. So that is kind of where I'm at with this pen. And with 3 pages left in a draft that I still have to physically handwrite and send in for final approval to actually get it typed up, I'm thinking after that, I'll pull this pen apart, clean it, re-ink it, and continue on with the remaining part of the project. Now, you've heard me talk about this project before, where there are stories constantly being worked on. So as soon as a new story gets started, we constantly have another story that is ready to go. And if that story doesn't pan out, we can then just flip right through, start on that idea, and write that one to its completion. It's the same with The Climb. The Climb was the backup story to Codebreak. Now, we've never talked about Codebreak. We've talked about it maybe briefly. Codebreak was ultimately rejected based on its content level. With The Climb, we've got the content available to us, whereas Codebreak, there's certain aspects that were deemed probably to be a little touch and go because of the characters and the person that story is based off of. So given that scenario and given this scenario, there's just things that have to be kept in the back of my mind at all times. And it's the same with my team as well. My team also has to be aware that, you know what, we're working on this. We've got 2 other items that have been rejected to this point. We've got 2 items that have already been approved for publication, with The Climb being the 3rd item already approved for publication when that time comes. So, but again, getting back to the fact that this pen, and this pen alone, has largely been used from the get-go of the project. And I even thought, well, what if I just took the Twsbi Eco out, inked up the Pilot Custom 823 with the signature nib, my go-to pen, the pen that is used almost on a daily basis. If this pen isn't being used, it's the Pilot Custom 823. I thought, well, I could just ink up that pen. Well, then I thought, well, what if I run into the same issue that I have with this pen? And J. Herben, so it's a big thing. So again, I don't know. Pull this pen apart, do a deep clean. Do I run it through the ultrasonic cleaner? Debating on that. I've got one on order. It's not going to get here till well after Christmas anyway, so can't really do much about that. Obviously, like I said before, we're not in our usual location. We we are in a completely different location. I'm set up in a much smaller space where I don't have the room to really set up the entire set that we normally would have. But yeah, so given that, the thought is I'm still gonna pull this apart and give it a good clean, re-ink it, pull the piston, put some silicone grease on the piston, run it a few times, and then re-ink it and go from there. So yeah, so that's where we are right now. We have a three video shoot for this month. This is the first. The next one's probably gonna follow right after this. So guys, I will see you in the next video, which is being filmed right now.